Hey everybody, welcome to build number 35. We are building the big muscle groups in the body today. So we're going legs, back, chest. Mainly, I have a set of 20s and a set of 30s that I'm going to be using. And let's go ahead and get warmed up, starting on our back. So hug those knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. A couple deep breaths. And then extend your right leg long. Keep it hovered off the ground. Left leg tucked into the chest. And then we're still pulling that head and shoulders up off the ground. Activate that core. Switch your legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And then last time, bring that leg in. Perfect. Set your feet a little bit wider than hips on your mat. Put your arms in a goalpost position on the ground so your elbows are bent. Hands, the backs of the hands are on the ground. And you can allow that low back arch in your back, so your low back does not need to be on the ground, but the core should be held strong. And then lower your legs, your knees to the left. Bring them back up, lower to the right. Bring them back up. Feel that pull in the hip flexors, that little bit of twist through the back. Press the backs of the shoulders into the ground, spread open through the chest. Perfect. And then bring your legs up into a tabletop position. Arms are going to be straight up toward the ceiling. We're going to go through our dead bug here real quick. Extend, bring everything back. So opposite arm and leg extends, and then everything pulls back in. Keep that low back pressed into the ground here. Build flexion and heat through the core, flexion and heat through the arms, the legs. Even everything that's not moving is flexed. And the body parts that are moving are flexed. Everything flexed in, held firm. Extend that arm, reach it long, pull it back in. Give me two more each side. And that's the last one. All right, rock and roll your way up. Let's rock back and forth a couple times. Feels so good on your back. Oh, come up, roll back, and then let's roll all the way up. All right, take a nice deep squat. Open those toes and knees wide. You can kind of hinge side to side if you'd like to give yourself a second to sink all the way into your yogi squat. Elbows push into the knees. Hands together, sit back on those heels. Lift the chest. All right. So we are going to start off with those legs. Good old-fashioned squats. I'm going to use my 30s here. I'm going to use both of them. So I'm not going super-duper heavy weight today. We have a lot of reps. A fair amount of reps. 15. We're going to be going for 15, or that's the goal. So I'm not going to overdo my weight. I just want to build consistent fatigue and work into those muscle groups that I'm targeting. So here we want to feel glutes, hamstrings. Your quads are working, but really we want to get the underneath side of the leg. So chest is up, belly strong. First part of the move is sticking your hips back, right? So your knees are going to line with toes. Drive your hips back. Butt goes back and down, then drive up through the heels. There's one. Work with your breath. Drive up out of those heels. Keep your knees pulling wide with the pinky toe side of the foot as you press up. Those knees like to fall in, and we're going to pull them wide with those pinky toes. All right, now we're going to move down to the ground, getting our chest. I'm going to hit up 20s for this one. We're going to contract through the back to support the work that's going on through the chest. If you'd like, you can lift your hips up into a glute bridge. So first, slide your shoulders down. Wrists are strong. Open the elbows out wide. Your wrists are right on top of the elbows. Work with that breath. Usually you want to exhale with your effort. So that would be on your press. As you're pressing up toward the ceiling, keep your space between ears and shoulders. Keep that core firm. And as the elbows drop, keep your shoulders rolling back. Here's 11, 12. Make sure you're pressing those wrists, the weights, right up over the chest, as opposed to creeping back toward the shoulders. All right, now we're going to get a dead row. I'm going to go back to my 30s, get a little stretch. Good old school weightlifting, just one little set at a time. All right, we're going to go into a hinge, belly strong, drive your hips back. Make sure the back is flat. So use your thighs and your core to support the hinge. Now just row your elbows up, pulling the weights back to the hip crease. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Seven, feel that upper middle back. Do the work. Sometimes these hinges can put a lot of pressure on the low back. Technically, you want to be able to find the core to support. But if that gets problematic, just take a seat on a bench or a box and hit the same work there. So if you're sitting on a box, this one's kind of high, but you could just pull the elbows back here. So you find kind of what works for you. Keep it going. All right, we're going to do a lunge. I'm going to go back to my 20s. Hold one each side. All right, start with your feet hip width. Then you're going to take one leg straight back. So make sure you're on railroad tracks that are hip width as opposed to a tight rope. Then drop straight down, push straight up, focusing on that front heel, driving into the ground. So you're getting that front glute and hamstring. Always strong through the core, lifted chest, flex through the back. 5 to go. I want you to feel your hamstring and glute and that front leg here. 2 and 1. Drive through that front heel. Same thing. Second side. Wrap into that core. Feel all the different parts of those legs. Drive through that heel. Feel the glute. 14. And then drive up. 15. Whew. All right. Give your legs a little stretch here. Hinge over. Bend each knee. And then we're going to go into deadlifts. I'm going to head back to my 30s. All right. So with your deadlift, toes straight ahead. If you struggle with your back, grabbing here, hurting, find adjustments, reach out to me. I want to help you work through it. A lot of times I think a lot of us think we should just back off our deadlifts, not do them, but there are adjustments that you can make to still get a lot of great work done and make sure that you're getting the benefits of a move. So this is such a functional move that we need in life. Hinging forward and picking up heavy weight. Your knees are soft and you're getting that little pull, little stretch through the back of the hamstrings, belly super firm and strong, and then you're gearing up to use those glutes to lift you to the top. Lots and lots of core. Make sure that upper back stays flexed and flat. 11, get those glutes contract at the top. 13, super strong stack. And 15. Ooh, all right. Last one for the round, and then we get to start over set 2. Take your elbows to the knees, chest is forward, round the back. All right, we're going to hit up lawnmowers. I'm going to go back to my 20s, just really set in, dig in to my self-flexion first that you want on the lat, the side of the back, a little bit lower. So take a long lunge for support. Make sure your hips are leveled off, squared off to the ground. Pull your elbow up using your lat. Make sure your belly's strong, constantly contracting through that core. See if you can find the muscle behind your armpit staying contracted as well. 13, 14, 15. Both shoulder blades sliding down, contracting, bracing into the back. Square off. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Small, teeny weeny little twist. The mid back as you pull that weight up. Space between ears and shoulders. 14, 15. Good job. All right. Get rid of that guy. Let's take a quick down dog. And then we get to go into set 2. Getting heated up. Scared. Big, wide, spread open fingertips. Slide the chest back. Good. Okay. Squats are first. Chest is up. Belly strong. Knees and toes line up. Drive through those glutes. If you prefer to hold a goblet squat, that's fine. Or put your weights on the shoulders. Or if you have access to a barbell, you can put your bar on your back. Hit a back squat. All right. Chest press. Here we go. Find that low grade heart rate. We're going heavy muscle groups, keeping everything working. All right. Lock into the core. Shoulder blades slide down the spine, even though you're lying on them. Strong wrists. Feel the work. Both directions of the move. We really worked on form and what we're supposed to be feeling in our last series, that form and function. So if you find yourself struggling a bit with what you're feeling or not quite sure on form, maybe go back to that series and hit that up. Has some good foundational instruction on form. All right, dead rows, chest is up, belly strong. I like to envision my weights are on a bar. Set into my thighs. Trying to pull my elbows back, lengthening away from shoulders. That's going to help get the back to do the activation. Try to keep your body still. Row those elbows. One more. Good. Okay. Lunges. Set up. Hip width. Here we go. Just static. Builds that burn. I feel like I can get traction between those feet. Pulling my front foot back, my back foot forward. Builds a little extra heat. Contraction and flexion. Remember, that's what we're going for. Always the toughest way to get where we're going when we're in a workout. 3, 2, 1. Other side. You're pushing up through the front leg, that front heel, not off the back. So make sure you get a good hinge in that front hip flexor. Lean your body forward just a bit over the leg. Check in with your core. 14, 15. Nice work. All right, deadlifts coming up. Going a little heavier. Get that body under load. Flex in. Firm. Foundation. Exhale as you press back up. Focus on that core. Feel the belly button draw back, squeeze in as you're hinging forward, especially. I'm guessing we have 4 more. 3. Take time, focus. 2 and 1. Good. Elbows on your knees. Standing cat-cow. Push the chest forward and then round. Okay, hit up those lawnmowers. Solid stance. Super locked core. Focus on that back. Last 5, 4. Whew. Feel all along that side. Super good. Squared off hips. Drop that back hip down just a bit. Make sure you're squared off. Have to use that core for balance. 13, 14, 15. Solid contraction, focus, concentration through that core. Lean over your legs. Walk your hands out. Hips stay back. Grab through that core. Take some deep breaths. Final and third set coming up. Feel good. Low grade heart rate coming up. That's what I want. Little shaky in the muscles. Grab hands behind the back. Open that chest. All right, here we go. Squats are first. Strong chest lifted, using the back. Focus those thighs, hamstrings, glutes. 4. Keep your back long and flat. There's 10. 14. 15. Good. Stack at the top. All right, on our backs. Here we go, chest press. 1. Regulate that breath. 8. Press right over that chest. 9. Find your focus. Check in. What are you using? Get away from just counting, getting from point A to point B, and checking it off. 2 and 1. Want to set in to each and every move. All right. Let's see. Deadrows. Locked core. Hinge it forward. Make sure that chest drops forward. You're not standing too tall. Taller that you are, more shoulder. More forward that you are, we're getting the back. That's what we're here for. 3, 2, 1. Lunges. Little twist. Little twist. Squared off hips. Line that knee and toe. Straight down, straight up. Spot flex where you want to get extra work. Push into it. 3, 2, 1. Drive in. Square it off. Good. Oh, that was a good one. Can really feel that focus. Flex. So good. 13, 14. Brace with the core. 15. All right. Take that little stretch. Bring on those deadlifts. Deadlifts and lawnmowers. It's the extra 5 reps. Those are good. Toes straight ahead. You can try a little wider base if your back, low back, is bugging, chirping at you a bit. 2, 3, 4. Get that little butt tuck, the top, constantly reaching your chest forward, trying to drop your chest before your shoulders. Two to go. Well done. Whew. Feels good. All right. Lawnmower. Long, low base of support. Slide both shoulder blades down. Grab with that core. I want to feel the back pulling the elbow up. Minimal shoulder and bicep. 5, focus that lat. And 1. You focus where you want the grab, then you don't even have to worry about what's going on with the elbow, the shoulder. Your body is going to adjust to get that grab. Mind to muscle. That's why I count so bad sometimes. 2 and 1. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Go back onto your back. Put your arms back out at that goal post. So you should feel a nice stretch and just set across the front of the shoulders through that chest. So make sure shoulders, hips, knees, feet are all lined up. So your hips or shoulders or knees aren't cattywampus somewhere. Okay, keep your left foot right where it's at. Cross your right ankle on top of the left knee, and we're going to rotate over slow to the left. So try not to move that left foot as you lower to the ground. 3 deep breaths. Here's 1. 2. The knee is pulling away from the body, relaxing away from the body. 3, exhale all the way. grab the core, rotate to center, and then we're going to go to the other side. Make sure everything's lined up. Cross your left ankle on top of the right knee. Let the knee drop away, and then rotate. Your foot is going to drop all the way onto the ground. 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Hope you can feel that nice pull through the back, through the hip. Okay, both legs straight ahead for me. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, come all the way forward. Sorry. Hamstring stretch for today. So pull the hips back, reach the chest forward, melt over those legs. Get a good protein refuel after this one. Rebuild those muscles. All right, we're going to go into a pigeon. I'm just going to hit up going into it this way. If you want to flip around and hit it the other direction, that's fine. So I'm just going to start by crossing my left foot over, swing my right leg around, and then get my squared off hips. Again, I hope that after squats, lunges, deadlifts, day like today, you're going to feel more hamstring and glute soreness or build as opposed to quad. Our quads are really dominant in culture, and we want to shift that around. Get back into those glutes and hamstrings. Really need that posterior chain. All the back side of the body is really where a huge power force, switch your legs, comes from to give us power, stamina, endurance, and to balance everything out so that we're not injured. How are you doing with your behavior change, your habit change? If you want any help, let me know. I do run a 12-week accountability, lifestyle, and behavior change program. Basically, I nag you in a very nice way for 12 weeks. It's not I don't like to think of it as a weight loss program, although everyone loses weight on it. It's a lifestyle program. What are you going to do? How can I help you find ways that you can adjust your everyday life for the rest of your life so that you're constantly progressing? Lean over those legs. One last little hamstring stretch. Hands behind the back, lift that chest. All right, good job, everybody. Thank you as always for going through it with me, and we'll do it again soon.